And we are back with Metal Combat. Full title, Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge. So this is a bit of a different run because I'll be doing any percent tornado. And I'll explain what that is as soon as I get the run killer out of the way. Hold on. Okay, we're good. So, Metal Combat's a quite different game. It basically just takes the first game, Battle Clash, and builds upon what it put in place there. So, there are more opportunities to earn items, there's an inventory management system, and there are two different STs you can play as. There's Falcon, which is piloted by the same guy from Battle Clash, has a 3-tier laser charge system, and high defense. And then there's Tornado, which is piloted by an alien girl named Carol, has really bad defense, and a 10-tier laser charging system. So, I hope you like explosions. And just from a speedrunning perspective, this is a much more terrifying run. Because it feels like the attack patterns and movement patterns are far more random in Metal Combat than they are in Battle Clash. It's probably not, but it feels that way. Anyway, let's get the timer set up. Super Scope has 6. Yeah, the Super Scope takes 6 batteries. I put fresh ones in before this run started because I did not want to take any chances. And away we go. So you're going to see a lot of STs that were in Battle Clash that return for Metal Combat. And for the most part, they play kind of the same. As I just mash through all of the text. In an ideal run of Battle Clash or Metal Combat, you spend most of your time just mashing through text and not actually fighting. Okay, he's giving me a bad pattern so far. Trying to hit him in the torso to kind of reset his attack pattern, but okay, there we go. That is the power of the 10-tier charge system at work. Just instantly blew off his legs. So, Garam was the warm-up. It's gonna be nerve-wracking the rest of the way. Siamong, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Its weakest point is its tail, but its tail is also a very, very small target. I'm still gonna go for it, though. Let's just hope that he cooperates for the second half of the fight. Got him. That is correct, ETAP. 7 and up creates basically a bomb effect. Which, for one particular fight, is actually very annoying. Not this one. So this guy has a quick kill, which I've missed in every practice session so far, but I'm gonna try and get it here. Basically, he has those big shields, which will block incoming attacks, but there's a moment where he turns to the side and the arm joint becomes visible. And I'm gonna try and hit it then. Ah, I just missed. So you can fire each of these tiers individually, or you can fire them like all at once. I just prefer to shoot them all at once because it creates the light show. So he gave us the V system because the fight went over a certain time threshold. You'll get items based on whether you have to continue like X amount of times, or if you take too long to defeat the enemy. In an ideal run, you would not get any items until the very end. And the reason for that is you get this extra screen, which wastes like a second each time it pops up. So this guy, I'm going to try and go for the horns. And now I'm going to go for one of the legs. That was the ideal fight. So he's gonna say, haha, you're burning up in Earth's atmosphere with me. But Carol just says, nah, we're good, we can just fly away. If you're playing as Falcon, you would be in danger of that, but then a alien girl named Rolla saves you from burning up in the atmosphere. So I haven't been using any bombs yet, and another difference between Battle Clash and this is that you can build up a stock of bombs, up to 5, I believe. So now that I have a full stock, I'm going to start using them every fight. And in particular, you can use the bomb to buffer the charge of your laser. So I'm going to try and let it charge a bit, fire a bomb, and then fire the laser. Aw, he ran off screen. Of course you would. Sub 20, I'll take. That's absolutely right, ETAC. Carol just is so aloof about this whole world/universe saving endeavor. So now we're going to fight Anubis, who, well, the ST's name is Thanatos, but Anubis is the pilot. This is basically the boss from the first game, except there's no second phase to worry about. Still, I'm trying not to take this as lightly as Carol, because you can slip up and die here. Alright, that was pretty simple. So up to this point, you can go into time trial mode and practice against all of these guys. But from here on, you have to completely play through battle mode in order to face these guys. And some of them are really annoying. Case in point, my least favorite fight in the game is next. This is against a guy named Arachnus, who has a very obvious weak point that you aren't supposed to destroy. Because if you do, he starts spinning around the screen, filling it with bullets, and you just die. So instead, I'm going to try a strategy that I mainly just use for marathons. I'm just going to try and take advantage of Carol being able to rapid-fire single-tier charges. As long as his health was low enough for the bomb to take care of him, I'm happy. This guy always takes my health down to the wire, no matter what strategy I use. There is actually a glitch on this stage, because the meteors you see flying by can also take shots and blow up. And if he goes through a certain pattern, you can hit him with I think a tier 7 charge shot, and it creates this infinite damage loop where his health just completely drains. It's a really annoying setup though, so unless I'm having a very good run, I usually don't go for it. This guy's shield can absorb our laser tier shots, so what we're going to do is bait him into using the shield, blow it up with a bomb, and you'll see the rest. Alright, I got a little antsy on that one shot. I probably should have just waited for the full 10 tier charge. But that's still a fairly efficient way to kill him. So he's going to run off to his mother. And his mother is a very annoying fight. Her fight is entirely revolving around hitting small moving targets. And I have to land 2 single tiers on each. Or 1 second tier on each. It's easier to just rapid fire through it. Now, her ST can also absorb my laser tier shots unless I shoot the very bottom of it. So... okay, good start. Gonna try and get a full charge on the bottom of her. That hit. All right, perfect. And with that out of the way, my top 2 least favorite boss fights are just done and dusted. But now we're moving into my 3rd least favorite boss fight of the game. So this is basically like Thanatos 2.0. It's going to have the same type of ST, it's going to have a second phase, and the second phase is going to look a lot like how the final boss did in Battle Clash. This guy can do one kind of annoying thing, and I'm going to try and use a bomb to neutralize it. You'll see what I mean. So this is a lot like how it goes in Battle Clash, where you don't want to take too much damage because there's a health recharge. But it's not going to be people who piloted the STs we already fought that are going to help us out. And in fact, it doesn't... okay, it still makes sense for this to happen with Carol, because it's her sister, but it's more meaningful if you're playing as Mike Anderson in the Falcon ST, because she's already helped you out before. Say hello to Rolla. Now I'm gonna pick the Disruptor Bomb for this, because it's very nice to have against this boss in particular. Basically, it like forces open the weak points. I'm playing it kind of safe this time. Got it. Okay. So ideally he'd give me a pattern where he opens the middle mouth. Because if you destroy that, the entire thing collapses. So that's the final boss, right? We're done, we can just go home? Certainly sounds like it. That scream has its own voice credit. Thank you, Stacy Peterson, for that scream. So it was him the entire time. A guy so memorable, I do not remember his name. Now, I'm going into this with a full complement of bombs, which is excellent. Because, for this guy, you have to destroy all the spinning pods around him, and then keep your laser charge, like, at 0, in order to get to the next phase as quickly as possible. He also turns out the lights. The lightning bomb's supposed to help with that, but if you take too long, the lights eventually go out again. Got it. So if you don't make that shot with a strong enough laser charge, you just get one hit killed. And if you don't destroy all the pods, it usually takes like 30 to 40 seconds before he'll just open it on his own. And you can tell by the music cue when it's going to happen. So this is where Rolla went. She is actually attached over the weak point of the final boss. Well, the main weak points. There are others. Don't kill Rolla? What do you think, chat? Do we kill Rolla? This is way more important than save or kill the animals. We actually shoot Rolla if we go the kill route. You know what? I'm not going to kill her. It's going to be a little bit of a longer fight, but I don't want to be that guy. So the glowing eyes, like glowing anything that you see on this thing, those can technically be hit with laser charges. However, if you're off the mark on them, you can end up giving him back health. And I really don't want to do that. Sorry, I was trying to block that shot in particular because it does a lot of damage. Okay, he should be almost down to his next phase. Okay, good. So once he's down to the skull phase, you can just hit him with lasers like you would regularly. I didn't want to use high tier ones though, because I didn't want to kill Rolla. So by saving Rolla instead of killing her, it actually affects a lot. Like, you won't get this sequence if you kill her. And you get something like this for both Carol and Mike Anderson. It also changes the end credit music. Like, you'll get really somber music if you decide to kill her. But you'll get more upbeat music like this if you save her. And we're not going to have time for this because the credit sequence takes way too long. But if you let the credits roll through all the way, you'll get a shot of the planet, and then your ST and Carol's ST will fly together in front of it and then go their separate ways. If you kill her, it'll just be you. And if you're playing with Mike Anderson and you end up dying on the final boss, he'll do this move where he like makes a grand sacrifice so that you can kill the final boss yourself. And if you do that, no STs appear. I guess what I'm saying here is, when's Rolla getting in Smash? On that note, that's game number 2 for the Super Scope block. I'm incredibly thankful, by the way, that they accepted any Super Scope games, let alone 3. And the weirdest one is last, so I'll be right back while I go set that one up.